can I have another wine?
You're listening to the Giggle Gang podcast.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
If you want it, just come get it.
A Giggle Gang podcast.
Just be myself.
For fuck's sake.
You know, sometimes people pay me to say ridiculous shit, and sometimes I just say it for free.
Jesus Christ.
You're listening to the Giggle Gang podcast.
She were doing like a thing at the shark or the wormhole. She was like, I wish there were a guy who could sit on my face. And I went up and I'm like, oh, you can sit on my face. And she was like, oh.
Hang on, she wanted you to sit on her face?
No, she was talking to this guy. She was like, hey, you're attractive. Can you sit on my face? And I'm like, no. And it were all weird. So I went up and I'm like, hey, Scarlett, this guy went, well, you can sit on my face.
What did she say to that?
She was laughing. She was just laughing. After I'd say, I'm just joking, you know what I mean? I'm just riffing. I don't want you to sit on my face because I get claustrophobic and yeah, that'd be weird. We don't want Jamie getting claustrophobic because I can't say the fucking word.
Claustrophobic. He doesn't like reasonably priced coffees.
Claustrophobic. Fucking. Oh, but did I ever, while we're off the thing, we're not on the thing, are we yet?
No.
Did I ever tell you about Tom Short when he did it yours? Have you heard what happened?
And when he handcuffed that guy?
Yeah,
I've met that guy.
I've got it on record.
I've met the guy.
Yeah, he's like the nicest guy, and yeah, it was the funniest. I shouldn't laugh, but
you just did.
Yeah, because it was so random. Because they're both nice people, you know what I mean. You just don't expect it.
What is this? What happened?
Like Tom Short, like halfway, you know, because like he does all this crazy and it's funny. And like halfway through his set, he got this guy, and also he was chasing the guy around the room. He was like, hey, can you be in my set? He was like, no, I don't want to be a part of it. So he was chasing him all around the room. Finally got him, handcuffed him to him, and then he fell on him and he like twisted his arm. So he like, fuck you, I'm gonna beat you up, you fucking bastard, And then
the guy was American.
Yeah, he was from Alabama or some shit. But yeah, he was going all ape shit, and then yeah, the guy went out, started getting upset, and then Tom Short was still doing his shit. He threw an egg that like almost hit me, and I threw it back, and yeah, it was amazing. You should have been there. It was fucking,
When you say he threw an egg, a solid egg.
I think so. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was one of his props. So I just saw an egg and I'm like, "Fuck me, that it's me."
It must have been a solid egg because you can't throw back an egg.
Just catch it like this, full. But oh my god, they were crazy. And then there was the time when there was that woman that, and I've got it on voice recorder. This woman trying to solicit me, you know, your event, and then she went into the back room for coke, and then I locked the door.
What?
Yeah, did I tell you? But I got it on voice record because this woman was like, she took me, you know, she asked if I wanted to go in the bathroom, and I thought, you know, because I've never done coke before, so I thought it was just, you know, for a piss, you know, because I've been drinking, so I went for a piss, and then she had cocaine, so then I locked myself in the thing, and I've got the recording.
Was that the Polish woman?
No, it was a blonde girl. She was like, the weird thing is, she was like, yeah, it was just
there is a crazy Polish cokehead that like hangs out around my gigs sometimes.
No, she was fucking English, but like I've locked myself in, so all comedians will like to, you know, knocking, and I've got the voice record, and I'm
Why were you recording doing cocaine?
Because it was just a crate, because I'm recording now. Like,
not a video recorder, it's just the audio.
Yeah. I was just like, this is crazy. You know, because she was talking about a conversation, went to the toilet, and you could just hear her banging like, come out, let's do it. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to stay in there. But since then, my thing on drugs is, if it's a hot girl asking for coke, you know, do you want to do coke? It's yes, not no. So I should have done it, and yeah.
Right, if you were, Jamie, if you were a life coach,
yeah,
what would your like mantras for life be?
Just do it, you know, you just got to do it, you just got to get in deep and just go, you know, just go full on. You've just got to do it sometimes, not every time, but now and again, just balls deep and just have a good time. If I ever a kid, as long as he don't break the law, hello ladies.
So how you doing? A woman just walked past a very thin window to which Jamie said, hello lady.
Damn, you know, they're attractive young ladies. But also, which is a bit weird, like on the way here, they were like a lovers' tiff. One of your neighbours were having a go at each other, like, yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
She was crying.
I like.
Hang on, whose face did you offer to sit on?
That's why security didn't want me to get in. But I was trying to get involved. They're like, "Hey guys, you need any help?" I'm like, "No," they're like, "No, we don't need your fucking help."
What did the guy say when you said?
I think he started crying. I think that's when he started crying. But yeah, he looked pretty pissed because like, "Hey guys, I'm here to help." And they're like, "We don't need a fucking Yorkshire twat helping us." But yeah, we're like, "Hey." Hey, listen, love, if you need any help, I'll help you.
Did you see the 2 parked cars as well?
Oh yeah.
Because there's 2 cars that pulled over, quite expensive cars.
Yeah.
There's a girl waiting in the passenger seat. So I think they've met up to have like a proper like showdown, talk about their relationship.
Right.
Like they've met in the middle of nowhere, like Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
Where is it?
It's probably like right below this window. You can probably hear us.
Oh, there they are.
Hello, Jennifer. Jennifer would get it up.
It's probably a good time to announce who's here.
Oh, we're on the record.
Yeah, we've been recording for ages.
Shit. Sorry, Mom, because I sent the podcast to her. She's in my last one.
Yeah.
She never knew I got butt fucked, but now she does. So.
Jesus. Well, for those of you that don't know, which you all probably should, we're joined for the 100th episode by Mr. Micheal Mannion. How are you, Michael?
I'm dandy.
That's good. Micheal, a very successful and level-headed comedian, recently winning the Comedy Store's King Gong competition, a coveted title, which Mr. Hobson has often missed out on, almost on a monthly basis.
And I've asked the manager to suck him off, but he still won't give me the crown, so that's offensive to Jews and Christians.
Yeah, I agree. And for those of you that are still wondering who the crazy Yorkshireman that says the most inappropriate things that nobody's thinking, it's Mr. Jamie Hobson. How are you, Jamie?
I'm doing great, yeah.
Fantastic. This is not an interview, Jamie. This is an intervention.
I love that.
Last time you were on the podcast, I don't know if you listened to this, Michael.
Oh, I listened.
But last time he was on the podcast, Canadian father of comedy, Jordan Ducharme, and I put your life back on track. You've recently been fired, and you had a. Could we call it a problem? We definitely could call it a problem with brothels.
Sex problem, yeah.
Yeah, paying for sex, and life has really turned around for you since then. That podcast actually did wonders.
Well, the funny thing is, I have been back to the brothel, but not like that. So it has worked. I've gone round. This is how much I got on with the girls for a cup of tea and a chat. You know what I mean?
Did you pay for it?
No, I just went in because I said, "This is how much a dumb motherfucker I am." I went in and I said, because I got on with the receptionist because she reminded me of my nan, which is weird. And I went in and I just said, "Look, Brenda, I'm not going to be coming again." So I've got my life back on track because of the, I sent her, I told her about the podcast, so she's listened to it. We had a cup of tea. She said, "If you're ever in the district, you can come in for a cup of tea and have a little chat." So it's not weird.
Is her name actually Brenda?
Yeah.
What does Brenda look like?
Oh shit! Well,
this is his nan.
Yeah, basically. Hey, my nan's attractive, but now we're to my granddad. But now we're
fucking fit now.
All the receptionists are not fit because then you'd want to fuck the receptionist. Except, that's
a bit offensive to Brenda.
Sure, sorry, Brenda. I would if you wanted, but now she's got big boobs and she's pretty tall. But yeah, she'd get it. But
because they're called the madams, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're the ones that guard the brothel.
Well, that's it, because at the one that I used to go to, there used to be like a security guard. So as soon as you walk in, you see him with big harder, and then not harder, and then you walk in and you see Brenda. So I was like, "Look, ladies, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be coming back." And they're like, "Fucking yes, get in." We don't
really.
Yeah, they had an applause and. At some point, because I know Jordan was saying, I'm going to have to do like an open mic at my favourite brothel. At some point, I'll get onto that one.
Yeah. Everyone stop fucking. I've got 5 minutes about Anne Frank and my dad doing the dishes.
Well, that's it, because I love Michael, because everyone knows him because he's a good comedian, and at some point I want that. But it seems like the only reason people know me is because either the podcast where I talk about getting butt fucked or Anne Frank. They're like, "Oh, you're the guy that does the Anne Frank joke," and I'm like, "Oh."
I was in Amsterdam this morning.
I swear, honestly,
I walked past the Anne Frank house.
I'm not lying now. When I used to do jokes about Anne Frank, I didn't have a clue who she was. I thought she was a model. Or the only reason I was talking about it is because it was political. I heard Justin Bieber say Anne Frank would have been a believer. So I'm like, it's political if I mention Anne Frank. So when I was saying Anne Frank's a slut, I thought she was a model in my head until someone was like, "Oh no, she was, she was in the, she was a Jew," and I'm like, "Well, she a Jewish model?" And they're like, "No," and then you learn more. See, I'm always learning, so... And Tony, I don't want to drop names, but, Tuesday Tony's bought me an autobiography, so at some point I'll get it signed off a dad or someone close to it. But, yeah, you're learning stuff. You're always learning. You never know too much.
So Jamie, we wanted more of an update on your life, because what I think I brought Micheal in, and as you said, Micheal is a well-respected comedian, an intelligent man, and I assume, Micheal, would you say you've got your life on track?
Yeah, very.
That's good. What's the
polar opposites?
What's the craziest thing you did this week, Micheal?
The craziest thing I did, so many. Well, obviously I went to see Brenda and just had a nice cup of tea. I don't know. I mean, I'm a pretty normal, boring person. So I was in Dublin. I went to Dublin for work.
Okay.
Nearly missed my plane, much like you. Had to run through the airport.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's the craziest thing you've done this week, Jamie?
Well, I just want to say, because it's Remembrance Sunday or whatever, that because before I say all the bullshit, even though when people listen to this, it won't be Remembrance Sunday. I can't say that word, Remembrance Sunday. So I just want to say to all you, if there's any soldiers listening in, thank you, keep it up, kill the bastards, and just, because I feel bad, because every old guy that I've walked past, this is why I'm a bit late, sorry Matt, because I'm a bit late, every old guy that I've walked past, I've just been like, thank you for, your service. Every old guy, there's some old guys who are like, not even in the army or whatever, even because they like a ceremony, like, who's this little guy that keeps thanking people? You know what I mean? I just felt like I've got to, it's all love. I respect these guys, they've done much for me. So, yeah.
I am. This podcast could be so momentous, because I feel like we could get cancelled because of just simply being in the room whilst Jamie says these things. Like it is mad. I'm on a knife edge for wondering. When he said it's Remembrance Sunday, it was like somebody threw a bucket of cold water over me.
Well, that's it. When I'm walking past, I took a picture. Me like saluting and everything. So like proper, I'm like yes mate, and doing all that one. But I don't know if I said like my granddad were in armour.
You don't salute like that. You don't raise it up in the air at around 45 degrees. Bring it up and then down. Okay.
You don't do that one.
No, you're mashing two things together there.
I get confused because my nana does that one because she's part Jewish. I mean part German, but she's got a Nazi post. She like knits all swashing it up, so I can swashing. Schwarzenegger. I almost said that, but I don't want to say that. But because my granddad were in army, but like all these army pictures, he's having a good time. It was like lads on tour. It was
like lads on tour.
He had a really.
Who's telling you that it wasn't? We don't need to yell, guys. We need to really be mindful of yelling over the top of each other.
Oh yeah.
I know it gets exciting. We're talking about Nazi Germany and that. Like, we've all been there.
I wish I were there. If I could go back in time, I'd go there and be like, fucking. Yeah, well, no, I wouldn't. But it could be scary. I'm Frank.
If you could go back in time, you'd like to be in World War II.
Yeah, it looks like a cool. Yeah, because I'd be one of the best comedians, because there'd be no comedians in that era. I'd be the king of the castle. I'd be the king of the rooster, because no fucker would be. Well, it'd be hard to do jokes, but I'd find a way. Well, I just poke jokes at myself. I'm not poking jokes at Germans or anything. So, like, if a German came to watch me, but oh yeah, this Yorkshire guy. You know what I mean? I won't get political. Going about Churchill doing the V sign for Pussy.
I love how you've gone back to World War II to do stand up in Germany, not here.
He really wants to be at the epicenter of the action.
I want to be there.
Well, the place that needs the most laughs. Germany during World War II.
It's all love. But
I don't think your Anne Frank material will go down very well, because they'll be like, who is that?
Who is Anne Frank? Well, the funny thing is, you're going to find her in a couple of weeks, but whatever you do, please don't kill her. Don't do it. But I thought it was weird, like, a dad, like, found her, she died or whatever, and then he did the autobiography. You would have thought it'd be too sad, but he did it. A lot of money made in that. I think there's going to be a movie. I'm going to play it. The other week, and it went to shit, I played Anne Frank. I had a blue wig and I was like rolling around.
A blue wig?
I had like a blue wig, and I had like one of those stocking things. I didn't put it on because I thought, I wanted to be respect Anne Frank. And I pretended I was like stuck in a bloody fridge or, in the wardrobe. I'm like, help!
Okay,
I'm Anne Frank! Doing that for about 5 minutes. Help, bro, going around, and then I started choking on my wig because the wig got stuck. So, so yeah.
Jamie's got this new thing where he dresses up in different outfits to do comedy. The jokes never change, just the way he looks.
Why is her hair blue?
I just thought because I've read part of the book and she was into whipping and fetish and she was into all that shit, but yeah, she just loved it, she wanted to do it. But yeah, because which is weird, everyone like laughs when I tell them, but like, you need like some music pumps you up before you do comedy because it can be nerve-wracking. Yeah. I listen to Winston Churchill, like Never Surrender. I've got some of his motivation, so as soon as he's like, never surrender, and I'm like, fucking yes, Winston, we're gonna take him. If we get any hecklers, we're gonna go home and cry, so never works out, Winston, but yeah.
That's good.
So it went on a tangent.
You did definitely go off on a tangent. Let me bring it back on board. Can you please fill Michael and the rest of the audience in on what's happened since the last podcast? How is your employment situation going?
Well, employment, I'm not going to lie about that. Employment's shit, you know what I mean? I'd love to say that I'm living off comedy, but comedy's living off me. It's taking my soul. It's taking my energy. Trust me, a lot of people say, like, I'm not going to lie, that I want to be a comedian that's on TV. And like a lot of comedians, I want to be on TV, I want to do, Playboy Mansion and all that shit. I want to bring Playboy Mansion back to the realist. But a lot of people are like, oh, I just want to get paid. I'm like, if you want to get paid, be a plumber or something, because it's not worth all this pain just to get like 50 quid, you know what I mean? Just go for the top, and then when you're there, we'll wave at each other and we'll have a cup of tea and a biscuit.
So what are you?
So he's unemployed.
You're unemployed.
I sort of tried to dodge that one.
You really tried to Boris Johnson that question.
I did. They're like, no comment. But I've been working since like May. So
now, can you? Oh, sorry.
No, this is what you're doing with your time.
So
tell him about the Disneyland audition and the bus ride down.
Oh my god!
I forgot that I told you about that, and that was the day when I saw KSI. What did you think of the fight last night?
I didn't watch it.
Bullshit. I wanted him to get beat up, but he didn't. I told him to fuck off one day. But we'll get into that. But what were we talking about?
Why did you go to Disneyland?
Right. So I'm gonna So a lot of people, comedians go to London, for like gigs or whatever. And I was going to London for an audition to be a character in Disneyland Paris. Okay. Those character actors like, beatboxing and boom, boom, boom. But as Aladdin. So I was going there. But on the way there, we're talking about having sex on a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to on the right page. So yeah, as I was waiting for the coach, there was this drunk girl, and she was proper pissed, right? But I think she was a stripper looking back. She had the stockings on. She wasn't wearing any pants or whatever. And then she started talking to me, and she was like, you know what I mean? So I started talking back, and she was like, are you on your own? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, do you want to sit at the back with me? So I'm like, yeah, why not? So I sat at the back with her, and then her girlfriend FaceTimed her, because she's going to see a girlfriend in Dubai. That's why she was going there. So I was like, there's no fucking chance. She's got a girlfriend, lesbian. So I just started rambling on like I am now, about shit. And she was like, oh, fucking hell, he is annoying. So she moved away from me. And then I'm like, what's going on? I thought we were getting on. What's going on? I thought we had a connection. And then she was like, oh, no, you're boring, mate. I thought we were going to do it. And I went, what? Do what? She went, all right, I'll give you one more chance. So she moved next to me, ripped my clothes off, took my pants off, we're butt naked, started wanking me off.
No.
I swear to God.
The National Express.
I swear to God, cross in the air, hands hot. I swear to God, if you want, I'll get the coach driver here one day. But it gets worse. I swear to God, it gets much worse, right? So we're having sex. Sorry, ladies.
Don't worry about what happens outside.
So we're having sex on this coach. I'm proper giving it to her. Like I ain't got a big dick, but I got a lot of friction. I'm using the coach to my edge. I'm like, coach driver, speed it up. You're giving me such a fucking rush. Like she's screaming out her edge, like, oh.
No,
I swear to God, I wish I recorded. I swear to God, no one says jack shit. There's an old lady, she comes out of the toilet, sees me giving it to her. The old lady sits down. And it gets even worse, because she's like, oh, you can return the favour. So I go down on her, right, and I'm fucking licking her out, and then something like pops in my mouth. I feel something like, I swear to God, something like pops in my mouth, and it like pops on the floor, like goes in my mouth, so I throw it, I'm like, what the fuck's this, and I throw it.
It's a Pringle.
It's even worse than a Pringle. So after we've had sex, when the coach stops in Birmingham, pick up Birmingham, it stops in Birmingham, she's feeling around and she's like, where is it? I'm like, where's what? She had like a Kinder Egg up her fanny of weed, because she was going to Dubai. So she had that up her fanny, because somehow she thought the dogs wouldn't smell it. So you know what now she's got us doing? She went, instead of going to the coach driver like, I've lost this item, she went to the coach driver and she's like, oh, I've lost this Kinder Egg full of weed and whatever. She got the coach driver fucking backwards and forwards looking for this weed thing. And I ain't told that part of the story, because as soon as I tell that part, everyone's like, it's bullshit that. But I swear to God, God's my truth. And the coach driver, when I got off the coach driver gave me a fist pump. He was like, you crazy son of a bitch. But then when I went back on, I tried sitting next to this girl and she wouldn't have it. She was like, fuck
He
off.
tried it on the next coach. He tried it on another girl on the coach. He was like, have you got a Kinder Egg in your fanny?
Right, let's go through the story bit by bit. So
Never overanalyze his stories. All right?
No,
Take them at face value.
But also, I don't know the name, but this was sort of weird. One of her ex-girlfriends dated someone off Shipwrecked, and she showed me a video of her like getting butt fucked by a bottle of wine. So
Alright, stop. Let Michael digest it.
So it was the bus from Manchester to London.
yeah, and we had to stop off in Birmingham.
You stopped off at Birmingham. Okay, key bit of information.
But she were gonna Heathrow.
And you were having sex on the seat.
Like the thing is, she asked to go to the toilet, because it would have been shut.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what she was soliciting. I thought she was just gonna, who has sex on a coach? I thought we were just gonna kiss and maybe a bit rub against each other. She's like, do you want to go there? I'm like, no.
Were you in the very back seat?
Very back.
So
But
have you been on a National Express where the toilet's here
Yeah.
and then behind that there's that very back seat and basically anything goes?
I have never been on one
Trust
of
me,
those
I'd
buses,
recommend it.
and I think I never will after the
But there was like, yeah.
So also she had the Kinder Egg of weed in her vagina. Now, did you and you only found that out when you
I
were
didn't
going
have a
down
clue.
there?
She didn't tell me she had anything. I only found out because I was licking it, and then she must have let go, and then it just went straight in my mouth and almost choked me to
Do you
death.
think you made her orgasm?
So
I think
no. So now the Kinder Egg went in your mouth.
Yeah. It
Then you spat it out.
I just spat it and just threw it on the floor, and then she was like proper going all gangster on me, because she was getting all paranoid as well, because she was like, oh, I knew you weren't a nice guy, you're after my weed, I knew you'd stitch me up, you're not a nice guy. So she thought I done all that just so I could get a weed. I'm like, and then she told police, because police came because she was kicking off. She was like, that guy's nicked my weed. And then she told the story to the police guy. I'm like, look, I ain't done jack shit, because I'm like, there's no way I can tell this story and the police guy's going to believe me, because no one, you know what I mean?
When did the police get there?
Because the other thing is, she was kicking off. Because when she was trying to get the guy, the coach driver, to look for the weed.
Yeah.
Obviously he's driving, because he was driving, and she's like tapping him on the shoulder, like, hey, can you get my weed, and da-da-da, and he's like, no, I'm fucking driving. So she started, because she turned really nasty, and she's like, fuck you, and she's like, fuck you, you bastard, da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, what the hell? So as soon as he stops, there were like security and police there, and they were going off on one, and I just went straight to Glee. So... yeah.
So you were just going to a show?
Yeah, to do Glee, so...
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a tale.
But the thing is, I'd asked for a number.
The less questions you ask, the funner this podcast is. But it's okay, you can ask a couple.
No, but I have always had a debate in my head about first of all, who is Jamie Hobson?
So I have as well.
And is that his real name? No, fuck it. It's like Jamie's like Kaiser Soze. It could all just be one big fabrication, and none of it's real. Because I don't understand why she'd have the egg of weed in her vagina in Manchester when she must be flying from Birmingham or London.
Well, that's it, because I think it's the weirdest thing, she was going to Dubai as well. You know, was she meeting a girlfriend? So I was like, that's pretty risky, because she said she couldn't get weed or whatever.
If you think about it, right? If you think about it from a mind of a drug smuggler, all right, you would want to put the weed up inside you, because it wouldn't block off the piss or anything, and you wouldn't be having sex on that thing. So you would do all the fingering of yourself at home where it's hygienic, and then hope that it would just stay up there.
Yeah, but my point is then also it's that the point of obviously then having sex, you would have no doubt felt the
No, she didn't. She didn't have sex. She was just jacking him off.
Yeah. Because as soon as I went down, and then
So I thought you said you were fully going for
as soon as like I went down, and then But
did you? So you didn't penetrate her with your penis?
Well, I did after, and then we were like fucking going at it. But
What?
After the thing fell in, after through that, but because like.
So when did the police get there?
As soon as we got to Birmingham, stop. But it was like.
So how long between you shagging her to when you got to Birmingham?
I think there were about half an hour, not long, but like as soon as.
How long did you last?
Not even that, but as soon as we got there, because I thought there was a connection, and I was like, "Hey, can I have your number? Can I have your face?" Because she didn't even give me a name. Can I have your number and we can do it again? And she like, "What do you think this is?" And she turned fucking right nasty on me. She's like, "What do you think this is?" And I'm like, "We can meet again, can't we? We had a good time." She's like, "We will never meet again."
This is what I'm worried about.
She said, "If I ever see you on a coach," but so I think like it weren't me that she liked my accent. You know, she said I sound like someone off Emmerdale and Skye does. But like it weren't like, "Oh, Jamie Hobson's here." I think it was just like, she's pissed. Here's a guy here that, you know, out of the coach people, that is fairly attractive. And you know what I mean? And also there was an Asian guy fucking filming it, so I hope that didn't get on.
Filming it?
There was an Asian guy at his camera fucking going off on one. And
you can't prove that he was filming it though, can you?
Well, if it gets to court, you know what I mean? It's one of them. I've got a lawyer, I'm going to sue his ass. But she was like, "Hey, turn around, you bastard." And like, and I was saying, he's not in the wrong, we're in the wrong way. You know, and I'm surprised the coach driver didn't kick us out. And but like, no one said jack shit, everyone was quiet, like, harming it. And the thing is, I lost my shit, because like, that week, they didn't kick me off. They almost kicked me off the week after for talking on the coach too loud. So I was talking to this random girl trying to solicit sex. Now, I was just talking to this girl saying, "I'm nervous, I'm going to this gig and whatever." And I was talking all the way through, and then one of the coach driver came up to me, because sometimes you have an assistant coach driver, and he came up to me and he was like, "Can you keep it down? Because you're a bit loud. Can you just stop talking?" I'm like, "You got to be fucking kidding me. Other week I, fingered this girl's brains out, and now I can't talk. What about my rights?" I know my rights. I'm going to UN on this shit.
So, Jamie, fantastic story.
And it gets even worse. There's another one.
Hang on, what is it? Because I've got questions I need to ask.
Oh, yeah, ask the questions.
Okay, because what I want to understand now is when we last spoke to you, you were paying for sex, you were unemployed, right? Since then, you've not paid for sex once, all right? You've been travelling all over the country, fingering girls on buses. Right? Yeah, that's the way. And now, why are you dressing like this and have your hair like this? What's happened?
Well, that's it. It's been an up road. You know what I mean? I feel like the guy that walked up Kilimanjaro. You know, they were like, "It's not going to happen," but I'm there. But like, there's been a lot of girls along the way. Before I talk about Skye, that's made me dress like a. I've got to be nice. That's made me dress really. You know, I love this shirt and I love my haircut. I was telling Matty how much I love this shirt. But like, before that, I almost had sex in a foursome, not a threesome, a foursome. I was going out with a 45-year-old girl for like a couple of weeks.
Was this a woman from Stockport?
No.
The dominatrix?
I met her at Frog and Bucket. I met this 45-year-old girl at Frog and Bucket, and she was like, "Oh, you're all right." And then I started dating her for like 2 or 3 weeks. But then I found it weird. Her name's Janet, and she's a I swear. And because like, she's a therapist as well. She's got an office near Deansgate, right? And every time I used to go out with her, she used to like, I feel like she was therapizing. I don't know in a word, but
she was using you to like study.
And she was like, like she wanted to change me. Like she was talking like I were a kid or whatever.
Do you feel like you can be changed?
I can. If in God's will, we can all change. Namaste.
In God's will.
I found that on the 20p or $1 or whatever they have. It's there. I think it's there saying God's will is strong. The Americans.
Oh.
But yeah. So I feel bad about saying this, but because you shouldn't feel like this. But I thank you. But I felt weird going out with her. Because like when I was kissing and in public, people were like, because they saw us and it looked like mum and son. So yeah, it looked like mum and son, and you know what I mean. So it looked a bit weird. So yeah, we were getting on.
People would see you kissing, and you would feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. So they were like looking at us, like throwing up, or like I saw head nods and everything. So yeah, so one day,
head nods.
Yeah, well,
that's positive.
Yeah, I know. They're like, keep doing it. I mean, the head rolls and the eye rolls and like there were.
I thought you said eggnog.
I couldn't think of the word, but yeah, I'd get like old people like walking past, like tutty.
Did you like her?
I proper, because my dream was to go out with an old, you see it in porn, like, that's the fantasy. But in reality, it's not. For a long term, because I was like talking about, hey, do you want kids and whatever? And she's like, I've got an ex-husband, I've got kids and this and that. And I'm like, there's no way I can be like, hey, she's like my mum's age or whatever.
You want kids, Jamie?
I do. And
do you think you should be allowed kids?
I think. I don't know. I think there were. I think some women got together and tried to ban me from having kids, but I think that right's unpassed. They went to the UN. I think Donald Trump were on my side. He was like, if he wants a kid, let him have a kid. You know what I mean?
What voice did he do it in?
He went. Sorry, I've got to do the eyes as well. The eye roll. Oh, so listen, Mr. Jamie, if he wants to have a kid, he can have a kid as part of the United States. This is in his Constitution. It's in the United States Amendment. He must be able to send his DNA. It's a DNA, not DNA. He must be able to send his genes out.
Thank you.
I know him. I talked to Nigel Farage. He's a dickhead, but Jamie's okay because he's got a small penis. Very orange.
This is. I've never seen anything like this. I can't.
Do you like my Scottish accent? I'm from Northern Ireland, but it's just one of them. Because I do a Scottish accent. I know. Me and Skye, we were doing after sketch. We were doing like accents.
We need to explain who Skye is for those at home, because the last time you were here, you were talking about a young lady called Ellie. What's happened to Ellie?
Oh yeah, she's wrote off. I just want to say to all
wrote off like a car that was dragged.
I just want to say to all guys, because there is a lot of guys out there that get love struck and they think a girl likes them and they don't. So I just.
She did. Hang on.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true. All right, you need to explain to Michael what she offered you in exchange.
Oh yeah.
No, listen. Okay, Jamie. Jamie. Okay. Right. Can you just tell me, who are you?
I'm an alien sent from the planet Clon. I've been here like...
No, right, so Jamie, who are you?
You'll never get a straight answer.
There must be someone there.
I know.
What's your favourite colour?
It's pink, but it changes because on a Wednesday it's red. But
on a Wednesday it's red.
But I know because I did a comedy set, right, and some guy came up to me and he shook my hand and he said, "I love the character you do. It's the best character." And I'm like, "What are you on about? It's me." And he was like, "Fuck me, Jesus, that's you."
What's your favourite food?
I like sushi because it's Japanese and the Japanese people are nice people. Because my nana's been and she said it were a nice, fondue sort of thing. But pizza can be nice. I like Italy people because Italy people have got they shave.
Italians,
yeah, they shave. I like it that they shave because you know what I mean. When you go down, it's like
right. Okay, so would you ever do like an Edinburgh show?
Don't worry about that.
No, I thought that was my heart. I thought having a heart attack. I heard, if you hear raindrops, you could be having a heart attack or a stroke or something, so I need to be careful. But,
you heard it here first!
From Namaste Land, but I don't know what that is. But yeah,
you said you like sushi.
Yeah, I like sushi because it's cold, like my heart, really. So yeah.
Your heart isn't cold.
I'm like the Grinch. I'm like, will I find love? But yeah, I like it because it's quick shit. You don't need to put it in the oven. You just get it, and then it's cool. I've tried doing the chopstick things. Like.
Wait, have you made your own sushi?
Yeah, I can make it. Easy peasy lemon squeezer. I do it now and again.
Lemon squeezer.
It's like Ready Steady Cook back in the day. Easy as shit. What's the guy that used to run it?
I don't know.
He used to run it like the shit. But
I think we're all forgetting the fact that Jamie lives in a care home and doesn't have a job, and then we're talking about him making sushi.
He lives in a care home.
No, it all makes sense. It's crazy.
Explain to him where you live.
I live in like this abandoned care. Have you seen The Shining? It's like The Shining, so I'm like Jack Torrance walking around like I feel like sometimes I feel like going mental just like walking around and whatever.
It's the craziest place
Crazy.
ever. There's still like all the furniture.
Have you been?
Yeah. There's still all the finishings of a care home, but no old people. Just drug addicts and Jamie.
Are you like a property guardian? Is that?
No, I mean like
he's
proper.
paying rent to the people that are the property guardians. They have to. Is there still the security guard on site? Because of all the violence?
He's legged it. He's not there. He stayed for about a week and he went, fuck this shit.
Where is this in the city?
Ashton under Lyne.
Ashton under Lyne.
Shithole under Lyne.
Can you take some photos of this?
Yeah.
I think I've got some photos on my phone.
I was thinking about doing an open mic there at some point. You know what I mean? Yeah. From the old care home, right? Live.
He's lived there for 18 months.
It's crazy. Back in the day, I'm gonna look back when I'm in an old people's home and be like, fucking hell, this is
familiar.
Yeah,
brings back memories.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is crazy. You know what I mean? But I know when I first moved in, I didn't have a blind. So my mate, the people lived there, they were like, if you're going to have a wank, can you just, because I didn't realise they could see me, so yeah. I said, why do you have to stare? And then, it was weird, because when at Guy's, because they were a Halloween party, the day after, I met Skye, and she didn't want to come. We went to see Dr. Sleep, ace movie. Have any of you seen it?
No.
It's one of the best movies. I went there, shouldn't say this, but I went to see Dr. Sleep. It's an amazing movie. And then we're lovey-dovey, we're kissing, romantic, you know what I mean, it's all that. She puts her hand on my lap.
Okay.
I've got the biggest order. So,
well, not that big.
Oh, it's big, yeah, just, he were out on show, so yeah, she touched it and she was like, then, giving it a little, not just like, little pat on the head.
So you need to explain to Michael who this woman is, because last time he came here and it was Ellie and she was your friend.
Oh yeah, she took loads of money out of me.
Yeah,
about 200 or 300.
Ellie was his friend who constantly asked him for money and offered to have sex with him for money. Was like, oh, I know I'm your friend, but if you want to fuck me, you can pay me. How much was it?
I think it was like 100. It was 100, but it kept getting lower. But yeah, I didn't tell you. She let me suck one of her toes.
What's her?
I feel like I could never become an MP from having simply been in the room during this conversation. Because the thing is, if she listens to this, it's like you're saying she's a prostitute. Which obviously, listen, which we've covered in depth. And Brenda, shout out to you for all the services the things that you protect and so on. But you can't just, oh my god, so Ellie.
Yeah,
is that her real name?
Yeah.
Ellie
Wilkinson. But after the shop Wilkinson, because I text her.
Wilkos. She's the heir to the Wilkos fortune.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, because when she'll like, hey, do you want to have sex and all this? I like text her saying, I've got a foot fetish and all this shit. And then she'll
Do you have a foot fetish?
Hey, I love feet.
Oh god.
I don't know whether it's because my mum had her feet on show when I was young, and I'm like, hey, I don't know whether that's part
But your
of
mum's
it.
not even your real mum.
Yeah, but I could
So would
see
it be
her feet.
okay if you shagged her?
Well, that's what I was saying in one of the things. I don't know if you've heard it. In one of the things, I'm saying sorry to all this, to people and all this. And I'm saying, my sister, she's like tall, she's blonde hair, big boobs, because she's a model now, and all this, and she's sexy. And I'm like,
it's not actually his real sister.
No, I know, but
he's
it
adopted.
might.
And I'm like, you know what?
That's not.
And then I'm like, you know what? I could fuck her. I'm adopted. I'm not saying I would, but I could fuck her. You know what I mean? So
do you reckon she would fuck you?
She could do. She's got, she's aggressive. She's that type of girl. I believe
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause for Michael.
So obviously this is the 100th episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woo! And we put it together, and Sean was supposed to be here, but he's bailed because he's.
We were just not going to mention it. I feel like this is a good dynamic.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is that so me and Sean would do it because we were the most listened of the. I think I can share this with everyone I know. Because my mum would listen to this, my uncle would listen to this. Me and you were talking about politics and elections and council houses, and now we've covered toe sucking, sex on the National Express, prostitution, Brenda.
That's why you're here, Michael.
For fuck's sake.
To bring a debate to it.
I am the average character in the room against which all of this is crashing.
Yeah.
But Do you have any experiences, Jamie, that don't revolve around women or prostitutes?
Or drugs.
What do you have for breakfast? Was there a woman there?
I just shoot a bit of cum.
Right, just shoot a bit of cum in your porridge and then throw it on an old person. I mean, what?
Oh God, I like cum cornflakes or what? No, I just like it's just got. But now, 'cause when I started comedy back in the day, I said like I wanted to be maybe not the funniest, but I wanted to be the like John Belushi or something. So you're not. No one goes like John Belushi's like the funniest motherfucker, but you're like fucking hell, he got up to some right shit. So yeah, I ain't got Facebook, so I feel like I need to do some shit to get remembered.
Right.
Yeah.
Earlier on, I was like, right, Jamie, who are you? What's your favourite colour? This, that, the other. Because whenever I've spoken to people about you and your act, if it's even an act, who can tell?
Just like talking.
No, but you remind me of like Johnny Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Because
someone said like I'm a Johnny, a character, but I know we're talking to Skye on the phone, and like
you need to explain who Skye is.
It's
oh my God, I thought you meant like the TV.
No.
He's had a phone call with Skye.
Hey,
What's coming? He can barely afford a £1 frozen pizza from Asda.
Yeah, but we don't know that for sure. This is the thing. So Johnny Vegas is obviously a character. He has a name. People only know him as Johnny Vegas because he's so good.
Yeah.
And he has just kept in that fucking character for ever since I can remember. He must have been that character for 25 years. Yeah. And I think you're going to be this person for 25 years.
It's crazy.
For better or worse.
I looked in the mirror one day and I'm like, fucking... And also, because I was telling Skye, like, none of you are going to believe this, right? Before I moved to Manchester, because at school I was like this, but like maybe 2012, I sort of got shy. So before I moved to Manchester, I didn't look, didn't talk to anyone. If I walked in the street, I had my head down. And Skye like, you're talking shit, you know what I mean? So did one open mic and he came back out to the roost. So yeah, started talking and just being like, but yeah, because talking to Skye every day, and then she like.
You need to explain how you met Skye.
I met Skye. I went to the wrong night, so I went to the retro. I was supposed to do it on Tuesday, but I went to the wrong one on Wednesday. Heavy metal, right? So I walk in, fucking heavy metal. What I mean? There's this big guy from Lithuania. He's got the metal. He's got the Nazi. Look like a Nazi salute, but I like what you're doing with that. And he's got all that. So I went in and I did my act. And I did it, and then I did 5 minutes, and I'm about to walk off, and the guy was like, no, you've got 20 minutes, because they have singers in, so I continued doing my shit. Then I walk off. Luckily, the girl Skye, she didn't see my act. She thought I was a musician, so I'm like, yeah, I'm a musician. I did a couple of songs. I did all that shit. Got me a guitar. Shaz were there. Shaz the man with the plan. So he told me about it. One King Gong, so he's a good guy. And Michael One King Gong. I think Michael, Shaz, and Jordan are the only ones that I thought they deserved to it. Everyone else was like, but now they deserved it. But yeah, so and I'm not making this up. Our ours met across the bar. I was like going to get a pint, right? And then I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. And my heart went, her heart went. And then we sat down, I'm like, and I'm like, started talking, and she's like, oh, I love your accent, where you from? I'm like, from Yorkshire. She's like, I love Yorkshire people, I've been to Sheffield. I'm like, oh yeah, let's get married, and we started talking. And then there was this dickhead from Morocco, he kept like, he was talking to her before, so he was proper pissed, and he thought it was his girl. So he had his arm around her, and I'm like, look, mate, can you go away? And then I didn't do anything, but then he tried to take my pint, and I'm like, fuck off, this is my pint. But yeah, then I went back to hers. This is how much of a good guy I am, even though I've talked about fucking all that. I slept on the sofa.
Did you?
Yeah, and no, I'm not saying that. But now I slept on the sofa, so yeah.
Right.
What happened on the sofa?
Right, listen, just say that you can't say I am a good guy because I slept on the sofa. That's not a transferable.
Why? What are you getting at?
No, it's like you're just a guy that slept on the sofa. You're not a good guy for sleeping on the sofa. You're not a bad guy for sleeping on the sofa. You're just a guy on the sofa.
Yeah.
Are you a feminist?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's very hard to tell.
I know. You're so mysterious. You're like Jamie. I can't quite figure you out.
Carry on.
But now...
So why has it progressed to you wanting to have a baby with this woman so you can get a visa to America?
Oh, she's American.
Yeah. Well, she's Welsh.
What? How did this what?
Well,
Keep listening.
oh, but now
Fill us in. The listeners want to know.
oh, it's crazy. But now I just want to go back to the sofa, and I hope she never hears this bit. But I'm not proud of this. I needed a piss, right? Oh god, she's gonna never want to see me again after this. I couldn't find it, and I found this vodka bottle at the bottom. So at like 6 a.m. I was pissing in the corner of this vodka bottle, and I left it in like one of the corners. So yeah, that happened. So I guess.
Did you not tell her, or did you not like find the toilet and pour
did
the
I
vodka?
fuck now?
How? When are you seeing her next?
Because she's gone to Scotland. Well, yeah, she's gone to Scotland for a week. She said I could have gone with her, but I like, I can't speak the lingo. Because they speak all this, top of the morning and shit. So, but I said, because her dad wanted to. She told her dad about me and everything. Her dad's like, he seems like a nice guy. Because she was saying all this stuff that I'd done, and he's like, damn, he sounds like my kind of, he sounds like a nice guy. I'm like, hey, if he believes it, so. Yeah, I'll marry you and we'll have kids. Well, I want to be like a dickhead because I want to name one of my kids Jamie Jr. I want to be that dickhead that's like Jamie Jr. One off the Del Boy. Good old Del Boy on it for his noses. Do you know?
Yeah.
Del Boy,
What's the problem? Why can't you marry her though, Jamie?
More interesting. How are you going to propose?
I'd get down.
No, wait. There's a bigger problem.
I'd get down on one leg, or
I'm like Captain Hook.
I wanted to do it big, maybe have the ring in my butt or something.
Put the ring inside that woman on the National Express and send her vagina.
Well, she's bisexual as well, so.
Who?
Skye.
So she might lick out that woman on a National
Well,
Express.
also, which were pretty weird because Adi, because we went to a house party after. She's got a recording. Me and Dan Harding, who started comedy, Welsh guy, really funny. We did like a striptease in front of her. Adi were there, so I took my shirt off, and I thought they'd be like, "Hey Jamie, put your shirt back on." But they're like, "Hey," Adi were like, "Oh Jamie, don't do it." Like we were saying, "Oh, put it back on," but you were really loving it. I took my shirt off, and everyone's like, "Keep doing it." He took his shirt off, took my pants off. I'm ball naked. He took his pants off, and then she's like, "Come on." I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, where the fuck's this gonna go? So yeah, I fucking pulled my pants up. But I think Adi was loving it. So yeah. I was like, because he was like, don't do it. But she's got a video with me and him like butt naked, like stripping. So if that gets out, God knows. So
did she send it to you?
I think she put it on.
Got it.
Yeah, she just got it. So that's if I do
he doesn't have social media.
That's the only reason I'm staying out of shit because I'm not on social media and shit like that. But then but then there was the foursome that I didn't know I was involved in. I've got the text. I'll have to show you after this. Like I met on the way to Wales. I met these girls on the tram and they were going to Warrington. So I got the number and I said, look, on the way back from Wales, I'll go to Warrington. So I went there and I think they were like 35 or something. So I went to their house. There were these two other girls that were lesbians and her that I wanted. And then I didn't think anything happened. I had these sniffing stuff and cocaine. And then she said, "Oh, you're a really good kisser." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We didn't do jack shit. She said, "We did more than jack shit. I wanked you off, you licked them out, and then you passed out." Apparently, just before sex, I just passed out, and then I was gone. They didn't ring ambulance. They just carried on sex, and I was passed out. So there's that video as well of me passed out in a fucking foursome. So that's the closest I've got to a foursome, and I just passed out. So there's that one.
What did you OD?
I think I did something because that was the first time I did coke. I did cocaine and I had sniffers and everything.
You did coke and what?
I did coke and they had these sniffers. I
Warrington.
thought it were Albasoil. So there was. I thought because I had a runny nose and I sniffed that and then that made me on one. And then apparently they were saying I was talking load of shit and I was like funny or whatever. And I said I'm a Canadian, you know what I mean? And then I just passed out, as we were doing it. And she said. They showed me the video and I don't want to see it because I'm doing, you know what I mean, my face is weird, I'm like doing crazy shit and then I just pass out and then they're laughing and whatever and they don't help me, you know what I mean. I could have been dead, that could have been good night Vienna Jim, so that could have been it. So I said, why didn't you continue, you could have done stuff. It went, man, you could have woke me up, and she said it would have been rape, but they was considering carrying on, you know what I mean.
With you?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
having their way with you.
Yeah.
Like a boy-shaped man.
Yeah. So that was fucked up.
You still got their numbers?
Yeah.
Can we call them now?
Yeah. Oh no. We could do, but
Should we ring him?
I don't know if that because I hadn't seen them in ages.
Should we just ring? I'll explain the situation.
I don't know because she's a bit chavva.
It's fine.
Really?
Shock.
She might go off on one.
She might do, but you'll never see her again, will you? So we've actually stumbled across the text messages from this young lady from Warrington. So if you want to read those out, you read out the Jamie ones, and I'll read out the Hannah ones. So you're the ones in green, Michael.
So from the top, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, left. Kiss, 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 kiss. New text. Had a good night. Kiss, 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 kiss.
Yeah,
kiss.
sorry about all the drama. I really like you though, you know.
Boyfriend came back.
Haha, it's okay. Thumbs up emoji. I like you as well. Wink emoji. Wish I'd stayed. Smiling head with hearts around it emoji. Wanna meet again.
Yeah, of course I do. I think you're sound. Mint kisser as well. My mates like you as well, which trust me, doesn't happen.
Oh, great. Am I? Wanna kiss me again? Haha. When did we kiss? I don't even remember. Do they? That good.
In Claire's, me and you and Claire were upstairs. As if you don't remember. I got called fat all night.
Haha. When did we go to Claire's? Haha, I don't remember. Wanna kiss me again? You're not fat. Your body perfect.
I have put on weight in the last year though. We was in Claire's for ages. You can't have been that smashed. I fucking love you. You came, my mates. This was amazing. Okay, alright, now it's getting very heavy.
Is it? I can't even remember the...
Hey, but Jamie's trying to fucking fuck this bitch. He's already fucked this weird shit. I have a video of you passed out, and then we got there. We all had to get into bed together. Oh my god, I hate it. And then Jamie was like, oh my god, damn, that's all I remembered. Why didn't we keep fucking? And she goes, because you were too pissed. It would have been rape. So it's all getting heavy. Right, let's ring her. Let's ring her now.
No, just...
Oh, no.
Yes!
She's blocked your number. Hang on, what was the last thing you said to her? Let's have a look. I'm definitely going back and forth with the messages. Oh. Want to meet next week? Oh, wow.
Oh, so there was a second meeting?
Was there a second meeting? Hang on, alright, turn it off. What happened?
It got weird.
Okay, what happened?
I went there and then there were Claire and that. And then they got like... I'm not making this up because this is going to sound like off Miami Vice or something. They got like drugs off the Albanians. So, as you do. So then the Albanians, because they didn't pay for it, so then the Albanians came, in the house like going ape shit and whatever, like, we want the money, they're like this, we want the money, you bastard. They thought I was the top guy, so they thought, it was me that had sorted it. I was like, I ain't done shit. So yeah, then one of the girls were like, oh yeah, and yeah, straight to point, one of the girls ended up having sex with one of the Albanians, then she shat her pants. She shat her pants while she was having sex with the Albanian. He went, oh, you dirty English bitch, yeah. And then the girl was like, I don't even know, and Hannah, train girl, she was like, oh yeah, Claire does that time to time. I'm like, couldn't have fucking warned it, like, she's gonna shit, so apparently she gets the shits and halfway through.
Were they bumming, or were they just regular sexing?
It must have been, yeah, something like that, and fucking in one. But yeah, I just met her on the tram, met the other one on the couch, and yeah, because I was going to Wales, as you do, because yeah, which was sort of weird, this guy that I met doing comedy, Dan, because he's from Wales. No, but Dan Harding, he's from Wales and he'd gone back, so I thought, what, I've got some time, I'll go there and,
What do you mean you've got some time, Jamie? You've got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
When do you try and find a job?
Well, sometimes you can never, you know what I mean, I've got time and I started writing a sitcom and that, so that's pretty, that's coming. I started writing, you're not going to believe this, I started writing a movie idea, and I was talking to like people about it and like, what are you writing? and he writing, is it a funny movie? Is it like a like a teen movie or something like that? And I've wrote about the Falkland War, so the most randomest thing. But you know what I mean?
Your dad was in the Falklands.
Well, he could have been, but he chickened out. Chicken dinner, chicken winner.
Can you tell me just a little bit about the Falklands? Do you know about the Falklands, Michael?
Yeah.
Can you explain it to me?
The Falkland War was about because we had some. Have you seen Black Sheep, that movie?
No.
It's like sheep going zombies. We had some sheep in the Falkland Islands that we found out that were going turning into zombies, so we had to protect them. No, I'll get into it because no one's going to believe that.
Hang on, you need to tell me the truth here. Like, I need to look to Michael for like guidance. Can you tell me, Michael?
So the Falklands are a pair of islands just off the coast of Argentina that should strictly belong to Argentina. But obviously, because Great Britain, and you well know as an Australian, just loves having islands and little random countries here and there, the Falklands is one of them. So it's a colony. And the Argentines were like, give it back. They invaded, we went over and won it back.
Oh, that's it, because
quite emphatically.
I think I can't say the Prime Minister at the time. I can't say a name, but because they'd given all.
Why can't you say her name?
Thatcher. I don't know if I can't say my R's today. I don't know what I've had, but I can't say R's. I'm Jonathan Ross today. But they were gonna,
You're Jonathan Ross every day.
Jonathan rah. But because they'd given all the islands back, Africa islands and all that. So they didn't really want to keep the Falkland Islands, because they were too expensive, to send ships just to protect these little islands. So they were going to give.
How big are they? They're good islands.
They're bigger than my dick.
So they're very small islands, but the benefit of them is that they're near the Antarctic.
Yeah. We've got the Antarctic as well. We run that shit in the Antarctic. We're training the polar bears to fight and everything. But
there might be oil under it. That's the.
Yeah. So we were going to give the islands back, but. Then they invaded, and then they were like, no. Instead of going right, you can, we were going to give them your back, but they were like, no, we wanted them to pay for it. We don't want them to just have it. So they were like, right, we can't have this. We're fucking Britain. We don't, do that. So yeah, they went to war, and yeah, we won. So namaste. I know, yeah. I had a fun chat with an Argentina guy a while back, but yeah, apparently don't bring the war up because. It can be offensive. So
absolutely. That's the thing about wars, Jamie.
I know because I used to have a Spanish student that stayed that were like 18, and my dad has a practical joke. He always does this. Well, he doesn't do it anymore. But he always used to do that. I used to have a student that'd stay every year and that were 18, and then when I was turning 18, I'm right excited. But got a bottle of lube, condoms, like, want to have sex with you. My dad was like, how do you know she'll want to have sex with you? I'm like, she'll know. You know what I mean? So she came. Well, she didn't come. It was like a fucking 18-year-old big black guy. So, yeah. So, French guy, so.
So did you shag him?
Well, yeah. Well, he shagged me. But now, so that were a bit annoying. So, that was frustrating. But yeah, because when the Spanish girls used to come, I used to talk about Gibraltar. So... Yeah, they got annoyed about that. I'm like, what
happened in Gibraltar?
So Gibraltar, teacher Michael. Gibraltar is it's a peninsula on the very bottom of Spain, and it's like the southernmost end of Spain, and it's basically like it's kind of like the gate of the Mediterranean. And there's like an airport and a naval base.
Is it the Strait of Gibraltar between Europe and Africa?
Yeah. It's a NATO listening post as well, apparently.
A what?
It's a very specific military. It's got a huge benefit for the UK having it. Spain wants it back, but we won't give it back. And Spain have 3 things like that for themselves, which they won't give up. So
I think it's because the monkeys are important. And I don't know where I heard this.
The monkeys are the spies.
I don't know where I heard this. So I don't. This isn't the gospel, but it might not be true. But I heard there's a saying that if there ain't enough Barbary apes on the island, that the island is going to go to shit. So during World War II, they got a load of monkeys in, so they got more monkeys. So the island's run with fucking monkeys. Because my granddad went there and they biting his head. He's like, trust me, you haven't seen a monkey until you've been to Gibraltar. The fucking planet. So the apes go to Gibraltar. They run it there. They're the kings there. They're the kings of the castle. You have to talk to them just to know what's happening.
Do you, Jamie? Do you have any things you want to achieve in the next year? Do you ever set resolutions?
I'm not gonna lie. I've got I wanna be able. I've got You've got to have ambitions. You've got to have.
Jamie, we've got about 6 minutes.
6 minutes, right? Right. What I want to say is I love right, I've got these ambitions. I want to be the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. No, I'm being serious. I want to do well in comedy. I won't be here, but I want to have a TV show. I want to have a theme tune. I want to have a poster. I want to have my name on. Yeah.
What would you try? Because obviously that's quite a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like what's like,
quite ambitious.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to help you get there?
Well, I'm just going to suck as many dicks as I can. Sometimes you've got to do that. Like, my nan was scared when I said I want to be a comedian, because when I first moved to Manchester, everyone thought I was gay. You know what I mean? Because they thought moving to Manchester.
That wasn't just when you first moved here.
Well, that's it. Skye thinks I'm gay, and because I've got all the pink shirts, and I've got a poster of Conor McGregor on my wall. I've got 2 posters of Conor McGregor, and she was like, halfway in sex, she was like, are you gay? And I'm like, no. I'm like, licking your pussy. Yeah, that's it. Blah, blah, blah. So, but I recorded it.
So yeah. So do you consider your life off track?
Sometimes you can be too on track that you need to get off track.
It's fucked you there, mate.
But so, seriously, I know like a lot of people are going to say this is bullshit, but I'd want to be like the Conor McGregor of comedy. You know what I mean? I don't, like I look.
What does that mean?
Like, like a lot of people are like, I don't want fame. I just want to, if I can write my jokes, that's fine. I want fame. You know what I mean? Like, I want fame. I want fame. Believe me, I want it.
But because obviously you put this episode together with the specific view of getting Jamie's life back on track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are some
is it off track? Because it just seems that whatever Jamie does, he's very content with and very happy.
I seem to get into some random shit. I feel like I am.
Well, that's why Michael has asked you. What are the plans for the next 12 months? What do you actually want to get out of this? Do you want any advice from us?
Well, I'm like.
Are we saying that you are happy?
I'm happy with Skye, and we're like doing our thing, and hopefully it goes on. Like
I think you should not marry her or have a baby.
We swapped like necklaces and everything. We did that one.
She's talking about having a baby with him so he can get a visa to America where her husband lives. I'm saying no. I don't think it's a good idea. But Michael, what do you think?
That doesn't make any sense.
Her husband lives in America, but she's British, so she's back home hanging out.
How long has she been married to the American?
I think a year.
That doesn't work. She can't marry an American and then divorce him and then marry.
No, she hasn't divorced him yet. She's not going to marry Jamie. She's going to have a child with him, and apparently that means that he can come with the baby to the United States.
She was like, because I was like, I don't want to leave you, and she was like, well, if we have a baby, and we almost did, but nothing had come out, so. For the first time, I don't know if that were God's will.
Can't wait for you to just see like a listener in America,
and it's him. He's like, bastard Yorkshire guy, get the gun, Brenda. We're gonna shoot this guy. I'd talk to him about, listen, guy, let's just be friends, peace. I'm fucking you.
Namaste.
Let's make love together. But I think he don't love her. But the weird thing is. The craziest thing is, because we got on as well, because like her mom was exactly the same as my dad. So when we were in the coffee place, we were there, and it was like these people having a nice drink, and we were like, "Oh, your mom did that to you. Oh, my dad did that to me," and it was just like we were like proud, like we were like going up on them. Oh, well, my dad did this, and your mom did this, and everyone like looking like, "What the fuck's going on here?" So yeah, so we're connected in that way as well.
What, in the fact that you both have parents?
Yeah, that have done shady things.
Like what? Give me an example.
Just a little tap and just taps and whacks and.
Are you saying that your parents beat you?
Not my mum. She were depressed and whatever, but my dad did. And I asked her because I didn't want to say her mum did, and she's like, "Don't mention it." But yeah, her mum was saying and whatever. So yeah, we're connected on that one. And like I remember when I were at school. And did you have detention? I remember like going into detention and she were like talking about it, and I remember like they'd put me in and like I'd say I needed the toilet and I'd just waltz out and I'd go home or just play in the playground, and then my teacher would find out after an hour and be chasing me around like, "Fucking get it," and I'm like, "Fuck off." And then yeah.
Do you think this has anything to do with how you are now as a person?
Could be. Well, I was saying to work, so like, hey, because like sometimes while I'm having sex, I don't know, I like fetishes and like getting whacked now and again, and I don't know if that's because I don't know if that's deep down You know, when my
You
dad,
like getting
Yeah, when my
spanked?
dad were doing it. I don't know whether that's...
Did your dad ever shag you?
No, not that he tried, but yeah. No, he weren't into that shit, so...
So, takeaways from this, Jamie. What are you going to do from here? Is there anything that you need our help with?
Just, you know, when you see me on TV when it's gone to shit in America, just say he's a nice guy, you know. You know, he's not. Because my plan is, if it goes to shit...
He's not the playboy he portrays.
Yeah, even though he's got a shirt like it, I'll run over the Mexican border, like in my jokes, and just leg it. But, I know, did I tell you, like I told KSI to fuck off?
No, we don't have time for the story.
I'll have to tell you after, but...
I would just like to give Micheal one final word of advice. Micheal, you're a very level-headed and well-respected comedian. In that role, please give Jamie some final advice, please. Please.
I don't know. I think that it's like an unsolvable case. There's nothing.
It's like the universe.
It's like the universe. No, I don't know. Through talking to Jamie now, there's nothing in his life that he considers is wrong. And if he's genuine in that, and that's the only way that he can live, I mean, that's not...
Sometimes I get home and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, fucking hell,
Do you feel guilt?
Oh, fuck me, that's a very deep question.
You wank it off, though.
Do you feel
sometimes,
guilt?
Sometimes you have to wank guilt off, or it'll get you down. But yes, you know what I mean, I'm human, I'm not like a robot, like namaste and all this, you know.
How old are you, Jamie?
I'm 35. Yeah.
He doesn't know how old he is.
I'm 23.
He does know how old he is.
He doesn't have a birth certificate.
I don't give a fucking shit. Someone gave him a fucking age. How old are you?
23. I'm
23.
6'6", 96. I'm born on an omen star, so the devil child.
But he doesn't actually know when he's born exactly. He just knows a date that someone else picked for it. So he could be 35.
But
he's not 35.
How old are you?
I think I'm like 16.
31.
You look great.
Yeah.
I look great. You say great or grey?
It's great. Tony the Tiger. But yeah, I'll end you on this one to think. Someone told me, because like my nan's a bit ill, and I'm like, I'm fucked up. And then when I went into the retro bar, there was this heavy metal guy, Lithuania, and I was saying like, is there a God? Isn't there? And he said, listen to this one. He said, draw a smiley face on a piece of paper. So I drew a smiley face on a piece of paper. He said, in 10 years' time, will you remember you drew that smiley face? I'm like, no. And he said, so if God made this earth, do you think he's going to remember? I said, fucking hell, that's a mind fuck, that one. And then he said he liked the Nazis after that, so like... He said the only reason he liked the Nazis, he said the Russians are dickheads and the Nazis are really nice. He said because Lithuania wanted a harbour. They really wanted a harbour, the government wouldn't make him a harbour. So the Nazis came and they said, we just want a few soldiers. They built them a fucking harbour. So they're like, yes! You know, all this, fucking yes. You know what Russia did out of spite? They bombed the harbour because the Nazis built it. So
it's not out of spite. It's not out of spite. Oh, look at their harbour. They went, they're launching warships on that harbour. We should destroy it.
But it was the weirdest conversation because he was like, the Nazis are good. And I'm like, shit, I got to get out of this conversation because this is making me, you know what I mean? This is making me look bad. You know what I mean?
So you're saying that a Lithuanian guy at a heavy metal night made you lose your religion?
Well,
you're no longer Catholic, is that what you're saying?
I'm Catholic. It was just the way he was saying it is God's ignorant. You know, if there's God and he's forgotten, like the drawing, you forget, that's ignorant. So he was saying like God's ignorant because he's made earth and he's forgot about it. So he's an ignorant bastard. I'm gonna tell him when I see him. Don't worry. I'm not. I swear. You know, the Almighty, damn God strike. You know. I love God. He's a nice guy. No, because sometimes I'll say stuff. And I do have a little prayer at night. You know, every night I'll be like...
What do you pray for?
I pray for the Playboy Mansion. No, I do like... I'll have a prayer and I'll be like, thank you for making me this good looking now. I'll just be like, sorry. So, absolve my sins. Now and again I go to church and I say, alright Vic, you know, this has happened. And he'll be like, for fuck's sake, Jamie, I'm your vicar. All this, what I'm telling you, I've told it. So... I've even told my mum because
Jamie's vicar is the worst paid vicar in the United Kingdom, having to put up with
yes. I went in once with weed in my pocket
Because the problem with Jamie is that you've got to give 10% of your wages to the church, but if your wage is zero, he pays the vicar nothing.
It's like, have you got a job yet? I'm like, no, you can't come in. But he's had me singing in choir. He's like, Jamie, you need to do something. I'll have you sing. He don't sound like, I don't know where that voice was coming from. But yeah, he had me singing in fucking choir. So I went in for like a bit, and he had it for 4 or 5 hours, and I had weed in my pocket. It went over with Ella, and we had weed, and he went, what is that smell? I'm like, oh, it's just, we've been to fucking plant place, you know what I mean? Don't worry, Vic. I'm like, hey, can I have a bit? Sure you can.
Jamie, thank you for making the 100th episode so special.
It's got to be done.
What have you bought? He's bought some porn magazines.
If I can find it.
Oh, that's Paige.
Yeah, she's fit. I want to book a UFC fight. That's my goal.
You want to fuck a UFC fighter?
Yeah, I'd love it. I'd love it.
Did you say fuck or book?
Both, yeah.
Both.
I'd want it to like tap me the fuck out, you know, so I come in and get tapped out at the same time. But I was reading this magazine and I'm fairly pissed off because there's this.
Is that Zoo magazine?
Yeah, they don't sell them anymore.
Yeah, that's out of circulation.
It's a bit sticky, this magazine. Sticky magazine.
What year is it from? And
it was when Floyd Mayweather bought Pacquiao. 'Cause that's the only reason I bought it, for the for the information about Floyd.
Yeah.
Pacquiao won, I think. But I have to do my research. But there's this cock ring, right?
Yeah.
And they have dildos. You know what the name of the fucking cock ring is, or the site is? Mm-hmm. It's only Jamie.
It's the Jamie cock ring. It's for your pleasure.
I'm suing that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that?
I can't have my
The
name.
Macho 10 functioning cock ring.
Can't have my
Jamie,
name on a cock ring.
It's your pleasure. 2 waterproof cock rings and bullet designed to deliver amazing vibrations with every thrust.
So that's outrageous.
Yeah,
So
that's
now
very exciting.
when you search bloody Jamie, it comes up with that. It won't come up with a comedian. It'll come up with a cock ring. So.
Oh my goodness! Look at this. Right, we're gonna go and we're gonna look at Zoo. Oh my goodness! I didn't realise it was so extreme. All right, Jamie. Thank you so much, Michael. All the best, mate. Well done, and stay safe. Yeah.
Stay safe, everybody.
Stay white, everyone.